Hi Prayag, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also doing great. Okay, so first of all, a big congratulations on the success that you've achieved, right? I believe you've achieved admits from 4 to 5 universities, am I right?
Okay, so starting from the school I'm planning on getting into, ESCP, Europe, then there's Schema, Audencia, Emlyon, and EDHEC.
All right, so before I shoot the questions to you, right? I would like to ask you about a bit of, your academic and professional background.
I would be brief about my childhood experiences. I got 93.2% in 10th, 94% in 12th with commerce field. I graduated from BCom with a CGPA of 9.66 from KBC NMU Jalgaon. Then talking about my professional experience, I was an intern for around 5 months at a CA firm. And then I was offered a job for being an associate there as well, where I was, and I think around 10 months I was an associate there.
All right, that's great. That's impressive, actually. So, being from, such a elaborative background, how did you decide what basically sparked your interest to pursue the master's in management degree?
Okay, so it's a kind of a funny story. Actually, I was a CA student before. Coming from commerce background, that is pretty obvious. I completed my foundation exam and I cleared my foundation exam, and I kind of did not really wanted to pursue CA after that. The studies were just getting more theoretical and practical. It was just studies and nothing else, basically. So I decided to quit CA, and I was like, okay, MBA was my option from the very beginning. That after CA, I want to pursue MBA, and then I was like, okay, let's just expedite that process and jump into MBA right away. While studying for GMAT, I was in my second year at that time around. I came to know about MIM, Masters in Management. Then it just clicked me that it's a perfect course for me. In India, it is pretty obvious to get into an MBA college without any work experience and all. You just complete your graduation and you crack the CAT and you get an admit in MBA courses. But I wanted to pursue for foreign education. I wanted to pursue the top universities in the world. And I came to know that MBA is not really an option for a fresh graduate like me. So minimum experience is 5 to 6 minimum. So then MIM was a great option. Masters in management, fresh graduate, 0 to 2 years of work experience, and basically almost the same curriculum, but definitely for freshers. So I decided to, okay, let's go with MIM. And first I started learning for the GMAT, and there I got to get my GMAT, and then I started searching for consultants, and then there's where I landed on MiM-Essay.
So now I would like to ask you, how was your overall experience with MIM-Essay? The services that were provided to you, were you satisfied with it? Were you happy with it? How did they help you out?
Okay, I will be really honest with you here. At first, I was really skeptical about MiM-Essay. A firm located in Delhi, and I was from Maharashtra. So at first, I was like, okay, if I'm going to hire a consultant who will help me with all my processes, I would be looking for someone local or like near Pune or Mumbai where I can physically meet them. And I was really skeptical about MiM-Essay at first, that should I opt for them or not. But afterwards, I decided to, okay, I reviewed it, I asked, and then I also got one recommendation that you can actually go with MiM-Essay. My sister's friend went to MiM-Essay, and then I just went with it, and to be honest, it was really helpful. Means I don't think the process would have been much easier. Coming from me, I had no idea basically how these things work. I have never even left India. So all this process and all this like letter of recommendations, essays, and all these formalities, I was really new to this, and they really helped me out. You start learning, you start understanding this process, you get more habitual to it, and that guidance, you need that guidance. Like in schools, there are teachers, and everywhere you need some guidance, and I think that guidance was perfectly given by MMSA to me.
Throughout the journey, I am pretty sure you had different things, different people who helped you out, right? In
Yeah.
respective terms, right? So,
Yeah.
how was your interaction with the consultant? And, how was the level of support and guidance that you got from him or her?
Definitely. Okay, I will start from the first. Kevin was my first point of contact that I came in. And then there's Harjot. Harjot is the one who was handling all my technicalities and contact information. And then there's Abhinav. Abhinav Mohan. He's my consultant, and I would be like 70% of all the credit I would give, or even more, to be honest, I would give to him. He's stood up like a big brother to me during all the process. I was really confused at the first. I was very picky. I'm very curious, so I asked a lot of unnecessary questions as well. And he was there from every single step, starting from the very beginning. He was there. He was taking time out of his work to help me at any time I asked him. At 2 at the night, 3 at the night, we had a call even then. It's basically, I would say, one word or one sentence is he's like my big brother who helped me with everything smoothly and efficiently.
That's really nice. Actually, it's very important in the whole journey, be it you apply by yourself or, through some consultancy, to get a perfect guide, right? Who can guide
Yeah.
you in that particular path, right? So it's really great. My next question to you would be, when you came in to us, right? Um, I'm pretty sure like you were at the initial stages with your documents, right? So how was the interaction with the content team? Were you satisfied with the documents? How were the documents? Basically, what growth did you see in the documents when you initially came to us, and when your documents were finalized and when you were submitting it to the application?
So to be honest, right after I gave my GMAT on 30th of July or 31st of July, I'm not really sure about that. To be honest, there were no documents as such. Uh, it was zero. It was just a blank word statement with questions written on it. There was nothing else. The letters of recommendation, everything. Abhinav started helping me with that. He gave me a basic guideline of how it all will go. Then I started writing, and then I started uploading it on the CRM tool website. And the content team was really efficient. At first, when there was not really much of the work to do, it was like they contact me, they gave me an edit within 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 days. But when I really needed them, like there's deadline coming and I need to work with them, they were able to give me an edit within the next day, or sometimes even the same day itself. And that was really fascinating. The edits which they gave, like the suggestions or the changes they made, the recommendations and everything were spot on, very concise and very important to what I needed to get into the admits.
That actually portrays your content very well, right? Whatever
Yeah.
you've done in the past, and whatever you wish to actually do in the future as well, maybe it could be your goals, right? So it's actually
Yeah.
very important to present it in a perfect way so that it is expressed well. Okay, my last question to you would be, a lot of people, a lot of actually students who want to go abroad and want to study, so what's the one piece of advice that you would like to give to them, right? Could be possible that you did not incorporate that particular advice in your journey. It could have been better, right? But of course, that one important advice that is very important for everybody to make a note of it, right? And lastly, of course, would you recommend them our services?
So I will answer the last question first. That yes, definitely I would recommend MiM-Essay to anyone who is planning to study abroad, especially MIM, because I think that's the core competency of MiM-Essay only. But definitely, if someone asks me, suggest me a good consultant, I will hands down tell them go with MiM-Essay. One suggestion or advice I would give, I have been there as a fresh graduate. It was really new to me, like all these processes and everything, and it jumbled up our way of thinking. One thing I would suggest is start at the right time. Don't approach a consultant right like 1 month before your deadlines are passing. Give them 2 to 3 months. Give yourself 2 to 3 months for the entire process. Once you start completing that process one by one, you will understand it's not that hard. You would just need right guidance for that. And I think at the back end, there's the MiM-Essay to do that. And you are going to get through the process very easily if you're calm, you're composed, and you know what it. And to be honest, it's a really learning. It's very knowledgeable. I got to know a lot of things. I got to know how to talk professionally during interviews or how to write in the essays. I remember I applied for join a school in France, and the essays limit was just 200 characters. So that's like 4 to 5 lines itself. And that is just 4 to 5 lines. You have to answer a big question that is going to determine how your admit is going to take place.
Yeah.
So you learn a lot about these things. Don't get feared, don't get scared. You will make through this process very easily.
Honestly, Prayag, I'm very proud of you, first of all, for bagging like 5 admits, and also you have like one interview lined up right now, right? So all the best for
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much for, taking our time from your busy schedule and just, giving us a feedback and everything.
This is nothing as compared to what MiM-Essay has done to me. So definitely it's not a big deal. Thank you so much.
And honestly, just, which one would you like to choose?
No, definitely. Then as well, I will go to ESCP. It's the oldest business school in the world, so it is something not to be taken
You're
lightly.
excited.
So ESCP is, I have
Great.
actually finalized. I've got the admit as well from there.
All right, just go there, enjoy, right? And we're really, really happy for your success. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Yeah, thank you. Bye
Welcome.
bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.